幫到自己又幫人哋嘅網上慈惠分享會，見到好多好熟悉嘅面孔，好多時都會係喺關愛中心每年嘅月曆慈惠嘅月曆嗰度見到佢哋啦，又或者有機會有啲慈惠分享會嘅時候見到佢哋啦。其實冇親自見面過，見到而家嘅疫情咧，對全世界咧都影響真係好犀利。特別喺南印度嗰度啦，見到佢哋要攞晒啲水桶咁去即係輪水啊咁啊，都知道佢哋嗰個情況係好艱苦。又見到磚廠個妹妹仔咧，而家變咗長大咗啦嚇，仲可以即係去返工，有自己嘅生活，真係非常之好感受到關愛中心嗰種資助咧，真係對全地好有幫助。
上次參加慈惠分享會帶俾我兩個感受，第一個就係我見到我哋幫助嗰啲有需要嘅人，佢哋唔單止可以讀書，因着認識神，佢哋嘅生命更加有厲害嘅改變。我哋能夠幫助佢哋真係好值得。第二樣就係我同我個大仔都有參加慈惠分享會，當佢見到人嘅需要嘅時候，佢都動咗慈心，主動要捐錢。原來幫人真係唔係淨係大人嘅事，小朋友都可以一齊參與。我好珍貴可以同佢一齊幫助有需要嘅人。
So how did you feel after joining the charity presentation?
After watching the presentation, I'm encouraged to do more chores to help out around the world.
Hello, I'm June Lester from Philippines, and I'm so happy that I can join in this program, Chores for Charity. Joining in this program really big help for me and big help for my whole family, because first I can help in the household chores, and at the same time I can help the whole world, I mean the whole people who have the same age as me, to do household chores even they were still young.
My name is Hannah Vian. I am 7 years old. Before, I only mind my own things like playing and going with my friends. I don't care much about any household chores. But when I believe in Jesus, I feel the value of my life. I take initiative to helping my grandma, to doing cleaning the floor, and also washing dishes. I feel so happy to helping my family.
哇！真係開心！上次分享會佢哋有咁好反應，大人細路都一齊支持我哋嘅活動。
It's so wonderful that people from so many different places can come to support us.
正式向我哋登記註冊嘅參加嘅人數係幾多呢？
So there are 126 people that registered, but there's actually many more that took part to donate and also still did chores.
係啊，咁我哋嘅籌款嘅金額咧，都令我哋覺得好鼓舞。喺1個月時間裏面，我哋籌得超過4萬蚊加幣啊！
We thank those that asked for pledges and those that donated.
係啊，多謝大家一切嘅支持，多謝大家勤力做家務，多謝嗰啲唔做家務都捐錢嘅朋友。我相信大家都覺得好有意義。佢哋籌咗咁多錢，一定有啲計仔嘅。究竟佢點做呢？
Yes, I'm sure that those that did chores worked really hard and they did it very creatively.
哦，係咩？咁我哋要睇下佢哋點做啦，睇下有冇你份。
啲3個小朋友冇嘢食喎，你叫個人可唔攞啲錢俾呢啲小朋友去買嘢食啦，媽媽。
好啊，不如我哋一齊去做家務籌錢啦。
OK， 媽媽。
wipe, wipe, wipe it down, wipe, 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 wipe it down, wipe it down, wipe. He like to move it, they like to move it, 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 move it.
睇見咧，我哋嗰啲參加嘅朋友，由細到大，由屋企做到出門口，跟住咧又有啲做啲特別嘅項目，有啲就平常家務。咁我哋咧唔係用錢換佢哋做家務，但係佢哋做家務有雙重意義，又幫到屋企人，今次亦都可以幫到有需要嘅人籌款。我哋再俾啲掌聲佢哋啊！
I feel so happy to see them do chores with a smile. From young to old, they're willing to contribute. And that's because they really want to change many lives.
係啊，嗰個中心上次已經講咗不少感人嘅故事。咁今日咧，我哋再講唔同地區、唔同項目裏面咧，佢哋一啲長期投入工作，我哋嘅成果。咁首先第一個介紹咧，就係喺馬島嘅 Roger。咁佢參加教會啲活動啦，咁佢就信主，咁但係個人咧人生方向都未穩定，咁跟住咧馬島嘅孤兒院嘅負責人咧就邀請佢幫手喺我哋嘅光學學校裏面工作，咁樣改變咗佢一生。
I also met Roger in South Africa when I went there, and he's actually very friendly and he likes to make people laugh. He really had a big change. So let's welcome Roger, who is from the Light and Love Home School.
Roger is the executive officer of the Light and Love Home School in the capital of Madagascar. From setting up the school till now, he has been faithfully and diligently involving himself in all the works. He has to take care of various duties, renovations, administrations, as well as student counseling and home visits. He loves this job very much because it's very meaningful. What he cares the most is the spiritual condition and characters of the students. If troubles happen, such as fighting, shoplifting, or smoking, he would feel unsettled, and he would do even more to care for them, as he doesn't want them to go the same path as he did before. When Roger was young, his single mother was not able to take care of him and his 4 sisters, and therefore they lived separately in relatives' homes. His uncle was very strict to him, pushing him to do a lot of laboring chores, farming and raising pigs and cows. He felt bored of such a life. Much more, he often argued with his mom, and one time even hit her. Many times he wanted to commit suicide. Afterwards, he started to hang out with his friends, smoking, and even taking drugs. He stole milk from his uncle in order to get money. He didn't tell his mom, but his mom knew it from his behavior and declining health. One day, he could not bear it anymore, and therefore left his uncle and stayed with his friends. At that time, a relative brought him to join church activity. His life started to change. He gradually quit drugs and smoking. However, his living was still not stable. The chairman of Light and Love Home encouraged him and arranged a position for him at Light and Love Home School. As he saw many kids suffering, Like a mirror reflecting his past, he was even more passionate to work and help the students. He would feel upset when he visited some of the poor families. It was heartbreaking to see some students who lost their lives as they were not able to afford the medications. Some students may be facing unspeakable situations, and Roger would care for them and encourage them personally, like a big brother. God's love and salvation has changed Roger. And now God is also using him to care and love many people. The Light and Love homeschools at the capital and Tamatave are very stable and widely recognized by the communities. The appreciation from the communities and the parents. Besides free education and meals, there are also various activities and vocational training, including computer class, English class, guitar class, etc. All these allow the students to acquire different skills for their living and balanced development. They also appreciate our training in students' characters. Through the teaching of the Bible, we help the students to grow in God's love. Seeing the growth of the students and the children in the daycare center, we have to give thanks for the love and encouragement of God, the support from the teachers and volunteers, and the donations from people all over the world.
我記得咧，初次去馬島，阿 Roger 咧仲未開始喺公學校裏面工作，咁我哋咧我就要喺啲街道度行啦、影相啦、探訪啦。咁咧去到啲市集好多人嘅地方咧，咁好感受有安全感啊，同阿 Roger 一齊。因為當時佢同嗰啲喺街邊偷嘢啊、黑社會嗰啲樣咧，真係有啲相似，所以咧佢喺我身邊都冇人行埋嚟我身邊。咁但係當時佢已經開始改變，到最近呢一次去探佢嘅時候咧，覺得佢個人呢個心咧係好有神嘅愛，同埋去探嗰啲家庭，嗰啲家庭都好窮，個環境都好屈質或者係好即係好唔舒服，可能有細菌啊或者乜嘢，但係見到入到去咧，佢好親切，同嗰啲嘅學生一齊。咁一個嘅 Roger 改變，佢祝福咗好多嘅學生。啲學生感受愛，亦都興起出嚟做大哥哥，去幫啲再細個啲。我感受喺關愛中心咁樣嘅項目係好有意義咯。
Yes, I also feel very touched after watching the video. I feel that before his life was not benefiting others at all, even not benefiting himself. But afterwards, his life changed and can bless many. So now we would also like to introduce another friend.From Philippines.
上一次我哋有講到喺菲律賓咧，我哋嘅助學計劃同埋我哋嘅獎學金計劃幫助咗學生。咁 Lerma 咧係我哋嘅高材生嚟嘅。咁佢嘅故事唔係淨係讀完書就算，佢仲有下文嘅。所以今日咧，我哋特登睇一睇佢嘅 video 嘅。
Hi, I'm Lerma from Tarlac, Philippines. I was one of the sponsored students of Light and Love Home before. I get this sponsorship because my family cannot able to support my studies. Because my father passed away when I was 6 years old. And as a single parent, it is very tough for her to finance our financial needs. Because of this situation, I was motivated to study well. And I graduated as a valedictorian from high school. During my college time, I did a good job as well. After finishing my course, I got a license as a professional teacher. And I teach in an elementary school for almost a year. And because of this action of God, love of God to me, I moved to work for Light and Love Home. I started to teach and do some outreach in different districts in Philippines. After some years, I had an opportunity to work in Vietnam as a kindergarten, which is a community project of Light and Love Home. And while working, I can really feel that I'm so blessed that I can experience God's grace to me. So I also want to help other people. I realized that God can use me even more to bless others.
我哋邀請阿 Norma 講幾句之前咧，我就講下我喺菲律賓識阿 Norma， 我喺越南見到佢，咁佢係讀書方面係好優秀嘅，咁但係咧就佢教書都好認真，咁但係佢心咧一路都好想咧有種回應嗰個中心對佢咁好，神咁愛佢，佢唔想就咁教書，即係為自己。咁終於咧佢就同我傾啦，跟住就喺嗰個中心裡面服務。咁因為咧嗰個中心咧係唔單止有一啲嘅各樣嘅活動啊班啊咁，另外都幫助佢哋有團契啊，一齊有讀聖經嘅時間。咁後尾咧佢仲去到越南，咁嗰個中心喺嗰度咧有一個社區嘅項目，咁透過嗰啲嘅幼稚園咧，想喺嗰啲社區家庭裡面咧建立一個嘅好嘅群體，同佢傳揚真理。咁阿 Norma 咧都有去嘅。咁我見到佢咧一個人。個老師開會咧係講越南話，佢一個人就聽唔到幾多，但係咧佢就好堅強啊！咁喺越南嘅時候，我同佢一間房啦，咁佢好早就去做嘢，咁壓力都好大。跟住我就問佢，佢有段時間都覺得時間太長，跟住我同佢講時間太長，不如翻去啦。你覺得太辛苦，咁佢就回應我。如果佢真係計算人工同埋工作條件，佢唔需要揀到去越南嗰度做。佢喺嗰度嘅時候咧，佢有另一個心志，佢有一種幫助人認識真理嘅心，咁佢就繼續留喺嗰度。咁而家因為疫情嘅問題咧，佢就翻咗去越南。Now I just talk about you, what we experienced together in Philippines. Okay.
Hi, Lerma. Can you give us some updates?
Yes, now I am here in Philippines, but still I am supporting the works in Vietnam. So I am helping on the English class for the university student. So I am glad that even though I'm here in the Philippines, I can still help out those students who wants to learn English.
Thank you for your effort. 喺菲律賓啦，但係都能夠幫越南嗰啲學生用透過英文教英文，又建立關係，又希望能夠傳福音俾佢哋。Good job, Norma！ 我哋睇咗2個項目啦，唔同嘅項目，咁咧佢哋嘅成果係咪都令我哋好振奮啊？係咪覺得做家務做得好抵啊？跟住咧捐錢係睇見嗰個嘅回報。
Yes, many people are actually working hard for many people, so it's great that we can see the successes.
係啊，跟住咧要介紹咧就係另一個項目嘅成果，呢個真係令我覺得好開心嘅，就係尼泊爾嘅兒童之家，又係 Sandra 同我哋講嘢啦。
Hi, Sandra.
其實我哋可以介紹嘅，不過 Sandra 咧對佢有份感情，所以 Sandra 要介紹。
Hello. Hello everyone. My name is Santa, and today I would like to introduce a story of our eldest son in our children's home in Nepal. His name is Dipesh, and we have made a short video for his life. He's like an eldest son who graduated school level. First son, the eldest son, we can say that. So I would like to play this video for all of you, and after that Dipesh will introduce himself. Thank you.
Sandra 講咧，Dipesh 咧可以係喺兒童之家裏面嘅大仔，佢都係第一個學業有成。咁我對佢都有印象嘅，就係我每次去尼泊爾咧，Sandra 咧就會帶埋 Dipesh 嚟接我機。咁而我啲班機咧多數係夜晚，我平時嚟講已經瞓咗覺嘅，但係 Dipesh 係大仔，所以咧又嚟接我機，又幫手搬行李。佢而家就係大仔，大過咗好多啦。我哋睇下佢個 video。
Hello, my name is Dipesh. I am from Nepal. I have 5 members in my family, 2 sisters, 1 brother and mom. My father died due to some financial problem in my family when I was 5 years old. He committed suicide. At that time I was very small, and my brother and sister are also small. And the main thing I still remember was the pain and tear of my mom. When I lost my father, my mother was young in her age. She did not give up in her life, but she continued to take care of us. Even she used to sell fruit and vegetables in the running vehicles just to feed us. Then Santa Papa, Love Light Children Home parents came to contact with my mother, and he came to see us and visit our home. At the time I was studying at class 1. Then my mother decided to send my small brother and sister first, but later she sent my small sister and me in children home. Before going to children home, I used to think that my life is just limited in this small village. When I used to see other people or their family, I used to feel cry, because father used to be the head of every family, and I have lost my father. Our family was very poor, and we need to survive to eat. And sometimes my family have slept without eating some also. When Santa Papa brought me to children home, firstly I used to feel so lonely, and I used to cry a lot thinking of my family. Slowly I got to know that I have found the real happiness in my life, which I used to think only in my dream. I started from class 1 as I went to children home. Due to good marks, I jumped or skipped my classes 1 to 3 and 3 to 5. And then I continue my study. I used to be so happy to enjoy play inside the children home, and mainly I love to dance, sing and do extra activities. I also have interested in science and mathematics. I was the eldest brother in children home, and I was the first boy to pass class 10. I always feel that this is my real family. I always find peace to stay in children home inside my heart. My life gets a turning point after I went to children home, not only by environment of that home, but the love and perfect plan for me from God. Love Light Children Home makes me the true and the best person that I am today. While I was in children home, all young brothers and sisters really cares and supports, but above that, parents, my Hanna mommy and Shanta Papa, they really work hard and struggle for us, not only to give us the best thing and the happiest thing, but to make us feel that we are really one family, and it's true that I never feel alone till now at all. I have got them always in my life as a parent. This children home really provided me all the things that makes me happy and move ahead and struggle in my life along with Lord Jesus. After class 10, I gave an exam for engineering and I got full scholarship from Nepal government, which was really big opportunity for me to achieve it. And it was my aim to be an engineer. In 2019, I just completed my engineering in electricity. Today, I feel really happy that I have my family with me and of course my children home, my first home where I got my new life in God. Thank you all brothers and sisters all over the world, and mainly I want to thank Santa Mommy and Papa, Santa Papa for your love, passion, care, support and guidelines for me. I am able who I am today only because of you Mommy and Papa. Thank you, Dipesh elder brother from Nepal Children Home.
咁咧要講少少，就係佢自己寫嘅喎。咁咧係阿 Sandra 嘅仔咧 Sahas 咧做嘅 video。咁佢哋咧好似兄弟咁樣一齊成長。咁佢就叫自己做呢個兒童之家嘅大仔，咁咧做榜樣。你見到佢由細個，咁佢因為爸爸財務問題咧自殺咧，佢單親嘅媽媽咧係唔能夠照顧佢哋。咁佢入住咗兒童之家咧，就喺嗰度嘅成長咧。佢初初都係好傷心，即係覺得好孤單。但係慢慢咧就體會到咧，兒童之家都真係佢嘅屋企。佢叫 Sandra 同埋阿 Hannah 做爸爸媽媽咧係好自然，佢到而家都係咁樣叫佢哋。佢喺嗰度咧唔係就咁有個地方照顧，佢覺得真係一個屋企。喺嗰度咧又唱歌又學習，佢讀書又好啊，一年班到就3年班，3年班到就5年班。佢第一個咧喺嗰度高中畢業，佢攞到政府嘅全額嘅獎學金咧，去讀佢嘅大學課程。佢而家係一個有牌嘅工程師，電子工程師。咁咧就佢覺得喺兒童之家所學到嘅咧，即係唔係淨係三餐溫飽讀書，佢感受改變佢一生，佢認識神嘅愛。Hi, Dipesh.
Hello, everyone.
佢而家喺印度啊。Yeah, just tell people now you're in India, in MP. So please update us.
My name is Dipesh and I'm from Nepal Children Home. Now I am in India helping in the building project, and also I'm teaching small students from grade 5 to grade 12 due to their lockdown. Study cannot be run, so I'm helping them to take tuition of their children. Thank you.
You are not a teacher. How can you know how to teach the boys and girls?
I know some of the basic things, mathematics, science, and also English.
You are like the big brother.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
佢而家喺印度咧係跟進緊江愛中心喺嗰度嘅建家工程嘅。咁另外咧就佢用公餘時間咧喺嗰度教嗰啲細路仔咧就係讀書。咁就因為嗰度 lockdown 咧冇得翻學啦。咁咧佢有講到嘅喺之前嘅，佢話佢將喺兒童之家學嘅咩咧就喺嗰度教。咁我睇過啲相咧，同啲細路仔一齊咧都好溫馨，即係放工就喺嗰度，啲細路仔坐晒地下咁啊。咁我真係為佢好歡喜咯。咁我再上一次見佢咧，就係大家一齊喺印度咧參加啲 camp 啊。咁咧佢做咗我哋嘅青年人嘅哥哥咁樣。Okay, Sandra, do you want to say something more? Can't hear.
Yes, I would like to share some challenges I had faced when.
Can you wait? Yeah. Let me tell about the building project and then you share. I just want to say, are you happy to see Dipesh like that?
Yes, very, very happy. I feel very proud.
You are proud of him, your big son?
Yes, of course.
好，咁咧頭先佢提到我哋喺印度嘅呢個建家公我哋有個項目啦，我哋睇一睇印度啲屋先好唔好啊？
So let's take a look at the houses in India.
佢哋嘅 video 係影得咁上下啦，但係咧而家落緊好大雨，間屋裏面有人㗎，不過而家我哋睇唔到嘅。
Can you see the people in the video? It's a huge storm and they're in this house.
咁咧就喺間屋裏面咧聚會啦，同埋生活啦，開佢哋嘅補習班啦。
There's many things happen in one house. How did you manage to do so many things in there?
嗱，呢個咧就係冇落雨嘅相睇到啦。跟住咧就係當佢哋聚嘅時候咧，就真係好逼仄㗎。咁呢個咧就係拉圖星嗰個區嘅屋啦。咁咧跟住我哋咧就好啦，其中下一張，咁我就起咗一個咁樣嘅有瓦遮頭嘅屋俾佢哋啦。
There's a big difference.
呢個係其中一間，我哋睇第二個。
So this is a different house.
咁呢間咧就係新起嘅啦，最新嘅我哋嘅建家嘅工程啦。
This is a newly built.
好似樣係咪啊？呢個咧又另外第三間，咁呢一個屋主就叫 VJ 啦。
This is VJ's house. It is the third house that we helped to build.
喺嗰度咧，佢哋有你可唔可以想像咧？嗰度咧就佢哋喺細路仔度上呢個補習班，即係原本嗰個。咁所以咧，我哋咧就咁樣就幫佢哋有屋，佢哋自己一家人又住得好啦，聚會有地方啦，補習有地方啦，小朋友學習有地方啦，係咪應該好開心咧？
We're so happy to provide a place for all the training programs and a place for them to live.
係跟住落嚟咧，我哋要介紹另一個 building project 咧，就係必須知會幫我哋介紹噶啦。Hello， 咁咧必須知咧佢咧就喺嗰度咧幫我哋管理啲財政啦、記錢啦，同埋咧做一齊聯絡嘅工作嘅。Hi。
Hello. Hi everyone.
Hi Bisuji. Can you share about your most recent project?
Yes, sure. So I'm Biswajit and I am currently a volunteer in the northern part of India. Right now I want to tell you the blessings that Light and Love Home Building Project has brought forth in the life of a brother named Ramesh and his family. At first, when we had visited his place, we saw they were living in a small hut. In the pictures, you can also see his family. There are 7 members in total. He, his wife, 4 daughters, and 1 son. Their hut seemed very weak in structure. Even a small storm used to blow away the roof of the hut. And during the rain, water used to drip inside from top and wet the room below. They used to sleep and have kitchen in the same space. So during the rains, their sleeping space were affected and even the food items stored could be destroyed. Their life seemed quite hard. You could also see from the pictures just now shown the life that they used to live in such a difficult hut. So as the family was very poor, so sometimes Ramesh, he had to go far place for labor job, leaving the family behind. But in India, especially in the village area, it's not very safe for the girls. So he used to worry about his daughters and wife as the hut was not safe for them. So later we decided that it's an urgent need for them to help to have a more concrete and better house for them. So we have built a house for them and now they are happy and they don't need to worry about the rains or the storms and they can live peacefully. Their food is safe and even Ramesh, he can go far place for labor jobs as he has peace in his heart and his family have a safe haven even they are alone. So right now I also can show you the testimony of Ramesh. It's in Hindi. You can see it and I can help to translate it after that.
मेरा नाम रमेश है, मैं राजस्थान में रहता हूँ। मेरा परिवार पहले एक झोपड़ी में रहता था। इस कारण जब बरसात के समय काफ़ी मुसीबत का सामना करना पड़ता था और पहले झोपड़ी में रहता था तो काफ़ी दिक्कत था। गर्मी के समय में भी काफ़ी दिक्कत था। मुझे LSS ने एक घर बनाने के लिए मदद किया, जिससे मेरा परिवार रह रहा है और मैं और मेरे परिवार में परिवर्तन आया। उससे पहले मैं मजदूरी करने के लिए जाता था। मैं LSS को धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूँ कि उन्होंने मुझे मदद किया। मैं अभी शांति से रह रहा हूँ, अभी घर में आराम से मैं रह रहा हूँ। धन्यवाद।
Yes, so he says that he's very much happy for the help Light and Love Home has done for him and his family, and no doubt, like they have really experienced a lot of changes in their life, and he does not need to worry about his family, though there is rainstorms, or though he has to go far for his labor job. So he's very thankful for Light and Love Home.
咁呢個家庭咧，頭先見到佢哋嗰個嘅屋咧，其實係好破漏嘅。咁因為屋企係比較貧窮，咁就佢爸爸有時要去遠嘅地方咧，就做工。咁剩翻咧4個細路女同埋太太咧，其實喺印度嘅村係非常之危險。咁同埋風雨嚟到嘅時候咧，成間屋咧都冇一個安寧嘅地方。咁喺咁嘅情況下咧，其實呢一個 project 咧係比較特別啲，係我哋主動想去幫佢哋嘅。咁當時咧，我都仲未用關愛中心嘅錢，咁係一個教會嘅姊妹咧，佢有筆錢，佢想我哋做咩都好啦咁，我就諗起呢個家庭。咁從呢個家庭開始咧，我哋就做咗喺印度唔同嘅建家方面嘅工程。咁但係一個特點嘅，就係我哋每一個家咧，唔係全部關愛中心嘅錢。咁我喺自己屋企啦，或者佢哋嘅社區咧，都要夾一啲嘅少少。咁而 Ramesh 嗰個咧，佢係有啲政府嘅錢，因為佢哋如果喺個貧窮線下咧，政府亦都有一啲嘅補貼，但係嗰啲係唔能夠足以佢哋起到屋嘅，所以咧嗰個中心係佔一個好大部分，咁令到佢哋咧能夠安居。咁而家佢間屋都未完全做好嘅，但我哋都唔想咧就係佢哋係全部依賴，我哋嘅方向咧係幫我哋最緊要幫我哋，然後咧亦都俾佢知道咧佢哋自己嗰部分都好重要。咁但係呢個家庭咧，見到佢哋咧有個屋嘅時候咧，佢哋真係安心咗好多。
It's so good that we can settle this family, and we thank Bisoji for all that he helped to coordinate.
咁關愛中心嘅慈惠項目真係好有意思哦。咁每一年咧，其實我哋都帶團隊咧去到呢啲地區，俾佢哋實際體驗下嗰度嘅人生活。咁但係一個好寶貴嘅即係收穫咧，就係除咗去探嗰啲人開心，去探嘅團隊咧，佢都經歷到生命嘅改變，唔同年紀層、唔同背景，佢哋都有啲得着。咁今晚咧都趁呢個機會咧，講埋關愛中心嘅項目呢方面嘅祝福。
Yes, it's true that not only those that are in need get helped and are blessed, but those that go get blessed as well. So we would first like to introduce Samuel from Singapore.
Hi, I'm Samuel from Singapore. I am a chemical engineer by profession and the co-founder of 2 companies in both chemical and solar energy business. Myself and a group of close friends, we used to exchange views and ideas on how we can leverage on our knowledge and resources to help people in needy conditions. Usually we gather at those exclusive country club, a very comfortable environment, to brainstorm and also work on our plans. A mission trip to northern India and Nepal back in 2011 completely changed my understanding on the needs of people. My heart and my mind was deeply convinced and settled on what should be the best way that can truly help people in needs. I became an active volunteer in Light and Love Home and became the president of Light and Love Home in Singapore, I witnessed in firsthand, through many mission trips, charity projects, educational programs, and life enhancement programs, how many of the beneficiaries, from young to old, came to know the true value in them, came to experience the true love and care. Their changes, their joy, and gratitude was the greatest reward, an impactful outcome that me and my friends could not have imagined when we meet at those exclusive country clubs and talk about the needs of people. I hope many of you will be courageous to step out of your comfort zone and join us. Thank you, and God bless.
Samuel 佢係化學工程師，亦都係2間公司嘅合股創辦人。一個咁成功嘅生意人喺高級嘅會所裏面同啲朋友傾偈，講下點樣去利用佢哋嘅學問或者資源去幫啲有需要嘅人。直到佢參加去尼泊爾印度嗰一次嘅行程，開嘅眼界，唔係喺啲會所傾咧咁樣幫人，佢睇到實際嘅嗰條路。跟住佢就投身江外嘅工作，甚至成為新加坡嘅主席。佢都參與好多次嘅慈惠項目，無論係教育方面或者其他項目。佢好想將真嘅愛即係帶到去當中，見到嗰啲成果咧，佢自己都好開心。佢而家好實幹，亦都真係我哋嘅江外成員嘅好幫手。多謝你啊 Samuel。
Our volunteers also come from different ages, and we also have another volunteer from Singapore, Jasmine. She is actually still in high school, so we can say hi to her. Hi, Jasmine.
Hi. My name is Jasmine, and I'm currently in grade 11. I'll be sharing about the Myanmar mission trip I went to 3 years ago in 2017. The trip made me realize that happiness can be so simple. Since young, I studied in different international schools in different cities, and the friends around me are usually quite wealthy. I realized that the more money they had, the more they would try to look for more to satisfy themselves. In contrast, what the children in our Myanmar children home had was so simple and much less than basic. When our team of brothers and sisters went to visit them, we played some simple group games without any use of handphones, and they were already so happy. They also had really pure hearts and were so willing to prepare lunch for us and get to know us more. One moment that stuck in my mind particularly was on the last day of our trip. When we boarded on the bus, I saw this girl from the local village looking at me as I looked out the window. I looked at her, thinking whether I should smile at her, so I did, and she smiled back at me. I think that this is quite normal for the local people in the village to smile at each other, even at people they don't know. It is very different than back in Singapore when strangers wouldn't even exchange eye contact, and smiling at a stranger would be a weird thing to do. I realized how happiness isn't based on how much we have, but how we can appreciate the things that we already have. Even though the Myanmar children did not have a luxurious life, they had a pure heart towards God and were easily satisfied with even the simplest things they had. After the trip, I felt that I had a lot to give thanks for, and I found it easier to appreciate the things and be content with what God has given me. Thank you.
Jasmine 好勇敢啦，佢好怕醜㗎。咁咧我哋去呢啲嘅團隊咧，唔單止有大人啦，都有中學生。我哋真係好想鼓勵佢哋去咧去體驗下。佢3年前去緬甸，咁佢體會得好，對佢都有個改變嘅。 咁佢因為屋企嘅情況咧，佢係一路都係讀國際學校啊。咁佢身邊嘅同學咧都係比較有錢，咁所以咧嗰啲人咧係見到佢哋有錢，想再有錢，好似冇辦法滿足。但係喺緬甸嘅時候，同啲細路仔玩咁簡單嘅集體遊戲，佢就咁開心，對佢都好大嘅感受，同埋見到佢哋好熱情，想同佢做朋友。甚至咧喺車上見到喺個貧民區啊或者村嗰啲嘅細路女，佢哋大家互相對笑。佢覺得喺新加坡係唔可能發生，連對望都唔會，甚至冇講話笑。佢呢一次令佢體會到咧，佢應該要好感恩佢有嘅嘢，而唔係咧繼續去尋找更多去擁有。咁我相信咧呢一個嘅態度咧，會好影響佢成長。亦都知道咧乜嘢係有意義價值嘅。咁好多謝嗰個中心呢啲嘅項目，能夠咁樣祝福我哋嘅青少年。
Now we have some volunteers who are from Vancouver that would like to share. We welcome Stanley.
大家好，我係 Stanley。咁以往咧，我嘅世界裏面咧，其實就得我自己一個啫。咁但係咧有一次喺2012年，我睇到士蒙佢講到馬達加斯加孤兒院嘅時候，佢點樣投身喺工作裏面，同埋去幫一啲有需要嘅小朋友、一啲窮困嘅人嘅時候咧，我心裏面其實好感動。我覺得佢非常之嘅無私嘅愛。咁樣去投身咁呢啲工作裏面咁多年，咁我覺得好想我都能夠投身喺一啲咁有意義工作，同埋睇到佢個果效咧，真係去幫到嗰度嘅小朋友、有需要嘅人，佢哋去起嚟，同埋佢哋都去愛關心身邊嘅人，我覺得好有意義。咁之後咧，我自己喺2012年嘅年尾之後，我都去參加咗團隊去咗南非去幫手，咁嗰次第一次。之後咧，我總共去咗南非都有5次，咁同埋都有去唔同其他嘅國家，例如緬甸啊、洪都拉斯其他國家去幫手。咁我自己其實都係返緊工啦，都係自己工作。咁但係我係請假，用我自己嘅假期去嘅。咁我最長一次去咗半年。咁我嗰陣時係辭咗工，我都好想喺呢段時間去幫手。咁好寶貴透過嗰個中心啦，我能夠投身更有意義嘅工作。而家世界就唔單止得自己去關心身邊嘅人，去實際咁幫手。
Stanley was very affected by his trip when he met Simone. He was from Madagascar, and about how Simone committed his life and his time to the work there. And before Stanley, his world may be very small. Afterwards, he was very affected to go on these trips to visit more. And he actually went to South Africa 5 times. And even though he had a job, he quit his job and spent half a year there. So we thank Stanley.
好，跟住我哋介紹咧就係 Winnie 啦。
Yes.
Hi. So my name is Winnie, and I also give thanks that I got a chance to go to overseas to help with Light and Love Home. And at first, I wasn't sure what I was going there to do. I was following some friends to go there, but when I went there, I felt like my eyes were opened. And I went there in 2011, and I really got to see more the needs of the people there. And especially when I got to know more of their personal stories, I felt like they had many, many needs. And many of them come from broken families. And especially when I heard one of the local people, and they didn't feel like they had a safe place even at home because their husband may have been abusive or she couldn't really take care of her children. Many of our programs that we held and that I helped out with was their safe place, and they really found a lot of joy there. So I felt like what Light and Love Home was doing and what I was able to do when I was there was very helpful and meaningful. So I kept on going almost every year overseas. And I felt like 1 to 3 months to the time I spent there was not enough. I always wanted to stay there a little bit longer. So after when an opportunity came up to work for Light and Love Home locally in Vancouver, I really felt like this was one of my most confirmed decisions I wanted to do. So after my university, not long after, I tried to find a part-time job so I can work part-time for Light and Love Home. And so it's been almost 6 years, and I give thanks for this chance to do something meaningful.
Winnie 係我哋關愛中心非常好嘅職員，咁咧佢係出錢出心機出愛心咁去服務，咁佢係我哋本地服務，亦都好關心我哋海外嘅各樣嘅項目嘅。咁佢第一次去嘅時候咧，仲係讀緊大學，同啲朋友去非洲。咁頭先睇過張相咧，喺度起屋啊，咁樣佢就應該係第一次啦咁但係咧喺嗰度咧，佢唔單止係做呢啲手腳嘅功夫啦，佢就特別係接觸嗰度啲學生同埋或者係婦女，了解佢哋嘅家庭。知道佢哋好多不幸，有啲係被丈夫虐待啊，有啲係冇爸爸。佢感受嗰個中心嘅項目咧活動，唔係淨係俾一啲嘅知識，而係咧真係俾一個安全嘅地方，有溫暖有愛。咁佢睇到咁嘅情況之後咧，我覺得即係佢都更加投入，知道嗰個中心唔係話淨係一種慈善嘅服務，而係用個心去幫人，使人感受溫暖，使人感受自己嘅價值。呢啲係好緊要嘅即係成果。一個人都係知道自己價值嘅時候咧，佢識得珍惜自己，佢唔會放棄，亦都唔會喺嗰啲黑暗嘅環境、罪惡嘅環境就隨波逐流。嗰個中心想做嘅，實在唔係想俾人哋三餐溫飽，同埋冇書讀就有書讀。我哋而家俾佢哋有個更加正確嘅價值觀，佢認識神嘅愛，佢人生會有改變。我哋呢班嘅義工上次都講過，我哋靈行正廢，我點解能夠做得到呢？絕對唔係因為我哋大隻啲，我哋多啲後台，係因為咧神嘅愛鼓勵我哋。
And not only just individuals, but we also have families that go overseas to volunteer. So we would like to introduce the mother and daughter duo, Beth and Olivia.
Hello, I'm Olivia.
And I'm Beth.
I'm 10 years old.
And I'm her mother.
Yes. Last year in December, we went on a missionary trip to Philippines.
Yes, it was our first mother and daughter trip to see the other side of the world. We wanted to help out and do whatever we can, do our part. So we joined the Light and Love Home nonprofit organization. We were able to bring 3 of our personal luggage filled with donations.
Yes, it was very different there. It was very hot, and also especially the living condition there taught me not to take granted of the things I have in Vancouver, like the flushable toilet and clean water, and I think that we really have a lot.
Right, so we try not to be wasteful, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and we saw that the need is very great, and we also wanted to preach the gospel. It's very memorable when we walked the distance to the compound to handle flyers and to see families and visit the locals.
Yes, and we had a cooking class and we had a fun fair, and I think that we really enjoyed being with the local children.
Right, absolutely, we did. So would you go again, Olivia?
Yes, I would. Would you?
I think with enough cushions, since we slept on floors, yes. Because it's worth it. 幾好，個中心俾你一家大細一齊去，大家一齊經歷改變。個女咧就話唔好翻到嚟屋企覺得咩都係應份嘅，有一個廁所有個乾淨嘅地方已經好好。咁同埋咧就亦都係珍惜自己所有嘅。媽媽又話唔好嘥嘢啦。咁佢哋咧喺嗰度見到好多人嘅需要，佢都好想喺嗰度傳福音。我見到佢兩個咁開心，仲話下次一定去，我都覺得好感受，好欣慰啊！
So I was also very happy when I saw them in Philippines. I was with them and I know that it was not easy for them. I think Beth got a heat stroke the first day she was there. And when we're walking to handle the flyers, like their faces was bright red and we had to fan them. But I'm so happy to hear that they will go again.
係啊，佢咁短時間都熱到好似個紅蘋果咁。咁諗下嗰啲係長期逗留同埋委身，即係用年計嘅，佢哋會遇到啲咩嘅難處咧？佢哋又點樣支持落去咧？今日咧都想講下咧，就係咁樣嘅成果係要好多人嘅曉觀。咁我哋就會講下佢點樣克服佢哋嘅難處。Sandra，this is your time to share with us your challenges。咁我哋咧就請 Sandra 講下佢喺兒童之家嘅快樂，聽咗啦，聽下有咩挑戰好唔好啊
Let me see. Yeah, my wife also here, Hannah.
Hi, Hannah.
Hi. So I would like to share some challenges we have faced when we decided to involve in the children home. Actually, when I was about 20, I already committed my life to serve God and serve other. But later on, I had a job, and then when I felt calling for this work of the children home. In 2006, I decided to commit my life for the children, and not only me, but my wife, Hannah also. She had the same heart with me that we decided as a family, we want to care for the children. So actually, I was that time about 26 years only. I became the president of the Light and Love Home here in the Love Light Society we call. In the children home. So it was a very challenging for me because this is we call here or even other country also, this is a golden age for us to make a good future. And in this age, my colleagues, even my juniors, they decided to go other country to make their future better. So, but I had a strong calling, and also I had a heart. We, as a family, we to care for these children. So that time, because I was so young, and I really we wanted to do as a family this caring for the children in children home. It was not easy. We had some pressure from our families also. That this is like in Nepal. Usually, people think working for other, like doing the social work, is a work that we do after retirement. In our retirement life, we do. People don't understand why we want to do, and why you don't want to do, make your future better, why you want to do such difficult work. But this some pressure I felt, and we felt as a family, but we continue in spite of all these challenges. We continue to move, and we have a comfort, and we have also encouragement from God, and also many brothers and sisters. And also another challenge, I also think this is a great challenge in Nepal. Usually we need to do a lot of documentation work, and we have to go so many different departments to get the approvals. So much tedious work we have to do, not only once, but over the years, so many works. But that I can do it. Even I had to work late sometime, and I need to arrange a lot of work. I do the document, and I go to report and get the approvals. But I feel very challenged because most of the government offices, they are corrupted, and they want under-table money. So that makes me very difficult because I can't do that. And also they don't care for the need of the children, but they just have their personal interests than the need of the children. So that's also a big challenge. Of course, there are many other challenges when we work, when we care for the children as a home parent. But I feel that God's love continue to inspire me and my family to care for many children. And this is the fruit, like I saw the video and I saw the Deepesh today sharing. Actually, he wrote a long story I had to cut down. And it's my son who made this video, help us to make the video. And I feel that is our fruit of our labor. And I really want to thank you all the brothers and sisters. This is not only our 1 or 2 persons job, but we all have done it. And thank you all for your support. And just want to say thank you. Thank you so much.
所面對嘅挑戰就唔可以一次過講晒啦。佢講咗2方面啦。當佢開始嘅時候咧，佢正係呢個青年嘅時候，20幾歲。咁好多人都覺得咧，佢應該咧去第啲地方賺大錢。咁覺得咧做兒童之家應該係退休之後先做，所以屋企啦同埋佢自己都承受好大壓力嘅。咁另外咧喺兒童之家咧，尼泊爾政府係好多文件要做，但係嗰啲政府部門咧唔係通力合作去幫啲兒童。佢通力合作咧係為自己嘅利益，所以咧佢哋亦都面對呢個貪污，咁而佢哋亦都唔想去行賄，所以咧用另外即係比其他人更多嘅時間咯。但係神嘅愛咧同埋弟兄姊妹嘅鼓勵咧就支持佢到今日。
I also appreciate Santa's commitments in the children's home. For me, I also work with children in Vancouver, and we mostly just are with them maybe 1 hour or just on Sunday. But for him, he commit his life to take care of so many children. Really appreciate him. And speaking of children, I also went to South Africa when Abby's family was there. They also have a young son when we were there, and I can see that it's not easy for a family to be in a different country.
好，我哋而家請 Abby， 咁佢哋成個家庭咧喺南非已經差唔多10年啦，咁咧當中一定有挑戰嘅。好 ，Abby 冇放棄，你要解釋下俾佢聽你嘅挑戰同埋你嘅決心先得啦。
Hi everyone, my name is Abby. Our family, we went to South Africa in 2010. So our family, we went to South Africa in 2010, and now already has been 10 years. I think one of the challenge that I face in South Africa in doing this cross-cultural work is the feeling of loneliness. So there, the long-term co-workers is not many, just a few. So you can see we need to face a big group of people, and all of them, they are different culture. But I think the feeling of loneliness is much bigger is at a time when we had conflicts amongst the co-workers. As doing this cross-cultural work is very new for me and also new for the co-workers there. And sometimes we may have different ideas and different opinions. And when time came to that, maybe we could not compromise, then in my heart I felt very frustrated. And there were only a few co-workers. Then in my heart, the feeling, it became so big. It seems like, oh, no one I can talk to. No one can understand me. Oh, no way out. How can I sort it out? And even I work with my husband, even worse when we have conflict. Not happy at work and then not happy in family. Oh, no, I don't want to face him anymore. So all these feelings actually make me want to give up. I just volunteered there. I didn't get paid. I can quit at any time. Why stay? I think short term is fine, but we stayed there for 10 years. So actually these feelings of giving up, it came from time to time when I have frustration, when I have all these bad feelings. But what helped me to overcome, I think, one thing very important is that when I think about God's love and also Jesus' example. When I thought about the Lord Jesus, He came from heaven to earth. I think earth to Him is totally a very different place from heaven. And who could understand Him when He was on earth? And also when He faced people, I felt how humble He is when He faced everyone. So especially when I work together with my co-workers, I feel that I need to learn how to be humble. I could not just be convinced by someone I think they are smarter than me in that case, I'm not humble. But if I can truly listen to the others, try to open my heart, try to learn how to work together is true humility. That's what I need to learn. And also that's how God's love encouraged me. And at the same time, think about it, my little own feeling compared to domestic violence, some family we need to face, different sexual abuse among the women, and even children. So how can I just, because of my little feelings, then I wipe out all this important thing that I should face. So all this helped me to keep going. And I also want to thank the advisor team in Vancouver. So they have weekly meeting with us, with our co-workers. Actually, they give us a lot of support. And also by different cross-cultural work, what they share help us to have better idea how to do the work there. And I also, through learning, I know how to keep my mind right. The feeling is not right. Actually, the things are small, not big conflict, but just the feeling is too big. So I need to learn how to keep myself in the right thing I should think. I think I learned a lot and I grow a lot through these 10 years in South Africa. And I realized that it's not by my own willpower that I can have such endurance to stay for 10 years. But it's the Lord's example, God's love, and also the support from the global team that helped me to stay and keep going on, have passion to continue to do the work. Thank you.
咁喺呢10年裏面咧，多次都有想放棄嘅，個原因就係感覺好孤單。咁而嗰度咧長期嘅同工就唔係好多個。如果喺咁嘅情況下，再有一啲嘅衝突嘅時候咧，就更大嘅灰心。咁而同家庭裏面同丈夫嘅意見唔同嘅時候咧，簡直就覺得就係要死人咁啦！即係喺工作又辛苦，喺屋企又辛苦，而佢哋係義工嚟嘅，咁點解要咁樣維持落去咧？咁但係當佢睇到神嘅愛，主耶穌嘅謙卑，佢睇到嗰度嘅對比嗰度嘅婦女所受嘅虐待、性侵、家庭嘅不幸，佢嘅小問題都係一種感覺。所以神嘅愛，主耶穌嘅謙卑，加埋溫哥華團隊我哋呢度嘅支援，每個禮拜同佢哋嘅交流，俾意見佢哋，關心佢哋，所以佢能夠繼續咁樣落去。如果佢哋唔繼續落去，呢個惡性循環有更多人就有不幸。所以雖然我哋做好細步，但係呢個細步我哋繼續做落去嘅時候咧，一點燭光就能夠燃亮咗好多人嘅心。我哋為阿 Abby、Peter 一家感恩。好，有啲唔好意思添，我哋有少少過時間，但係因為咧今日嘅故事實在精彩，咁咧我哋不如俾大家啲 update 先好嘛？喺呢個月裏面咧，我哋咧都多咗一啲區域嘅，咁我哋咧就菲律賓嗰邊咧就寄咗一個短片過嚟，就講佢哋嘅感謝嘅。咁咧就我哋睇睇個樣，咁我哋就算啦。佢哋都係講多謝我哋嘅説話。咁咧呢個家庭，咁咧就感謝我哋啦。
During the pandemic, my husband and I had no work.
咁佢就喺呢個大流行嘅期間咧冇工作，咁我哋就俾食物佢哋去感恩。咁另外一個咧，我哋咧係喺呢個月先至做嘅，就喺東印度。咁咧就係一個嘅屬於山區嘅部落嚟嘅。咁佢哋咧就移居咗落去平地。咁佢哋咧就係真係做多數都係做呢一個嘅勞工啊。咁變咗咧呢度咧而家 lockdown 嘅時候咧就冇工作。咁咧佢哋都好感激我哋能夠幫佢嘅。
This is a new program in East India, and these people are actually a group of tribal people, and they lost their work because of the pandemic. But Lion Love Home can go and support their basic needs.
For your valuable relief such as rice, dal, potato, onion and soap during the COVID-19 situation I received. Now I am glad to thankful you and grateful you.
आप कल जो दाल चावल और आलू और तेल प्याज
口罩啦。咁佢哋咧連基本食物都冇。咁我哋而家咧都係米豆咁樣幫佢哋。咁佢哋咧係表達收到啲咩食物薯仔有啲，咁佢好感激我哋咯。咁我哋喺東印度咧，我哋係會繼續我哋呢一方面嘅支援嘅。咁另外咧就係南印度啦。咁南印度咧，我哋咧就係今次咧特別一班咧寡婦，或者係咧佢屋企咧比較貧困嘅。咁咧就我哋有個短片可以睇一睇嘅。
During this lockdown, how much difficult it was to survive? I am Mariamma. For past 3 months, it was very difficult for me to manage the needs in our family since I am a widow with 2 young children with unemployment. I was really looking for someone to help me out. During this lockdown, how much difficult it was to survive? My name is Selvi. My husband was bedridden for some months. My right upper and right lower limb was paralyzed for 16 years. So I was suffering terribly in this situation. With no job, I couldn't manage my family. I have 2 daughters. Poverty was a great sickness in my family. The help that you received from Light and Love Charitable Trust was useful to you? Light and Love Charitable Trust supported me with rice and some grocery item, which was very useful to my family during this lockdown. Thank you so much for helping my family.
咁訪問過就係 Grace 啦，佢就翻譯咗佢哋所講嘅説話。咁我哋對於寡婦啦、貧困嘅家庭啦，我哋都係比較關顧嘅。盼望嗰個中心少少嘅供應咧，能夠俾你屋企有即係解決燃眉之急。
And so wonderful that we can continue to support the work in India, even though we are in pandemic time. But just in this recent month, we can do so much to support them and show our love and care.
我相信咧，嗰個中心能夠繼續落去咧，我哋一定要大家繼續有嘅動力。咁所以咧，我哋最後咧想送一首歌俾大家，就係我信、我望、我愛。咁呢首歌嘅唱法咧有啲唔同啦。我哋係請喺香港嘅朋友同埋喺新加坡嘅義工先唱佢哋嘅廣東同埋國語，跟住咧印度咧就會唱佢嘅印度版，跟住輪到溫哥華咧我哋唱我哋嘅英文版，表達我哋萬眾一心，各地同心，一齊信，一齊望，一齊愛，繼續咁樣去支持關心有需要嘅人，好唔好啊？
好。Hope that with this song you'll be encouraged to love more and to care more. And we have many from different places like Singapore, Hong Kong, and here we can, and also this song was translated to Hindi. So all of us can support together.
香港同新加坡先。
有你情愛，有你同在，我信我望我愛，衝過人間一切打擊，風雨病痛，為望難助苦難算什麼？我是我望我愛，你恩足夠使我奮鬥，心裡明亮，一路歌唱。我信我望我愛，讓我獻上永不熄滅的希望。
Daily team, please.
Heavy swasa sa pray. Utuhaleru se uparo joga inda sangat lesa Heavy swasa sa pray. Ladung kami aking privasi Uzwadil se katarabu Ibis pasa sa pray Orfit karta punya merah janta dil
Lord, with your love, with your presence, I trust, I hope, and love. I will rise above storm and waves, distrust and sickness, slanders, tribulations come one day. I trust, I hope, I love. I fight the good fight by your grace. My heart's radiant, sing all the way. I trust, I hope, I love. May I offer my forever burning heart.
多謝各位嘅支持，多謝各位今日嘅時間同埋參與支持江愛嘅慈惠嘅活動，盼望我哋一齊努力為更多人嘅幸福即係付出。
Thank you all for your support and your time today. Hope that we can do more and support more and bless more.